What's up, everyone? This is Mark from Worth It Repairs by Mark, and today we're working on a Z Flip screen replacement, and it's the Z Flip 4, and we're gonna flip and fix it. It's pretty fun to say that, and I'm gonna say that a ton of times during this video. Let's get flipping to it and heat up the back of the phone, and we'll start with the back glass that has a screen on it. You can see the screen just flickered there. And we'll heat it up for 10 minutes and we'll get ready to pry up the back. It's flipping heated up, so we will grab our metal pry tool and we'll pry where the flip is at, and we'll use some alcohol as well and a suction cup to lift up on the glass. And as we pry around the edges, we'll make enough room to get our plastic guitar pick underneath the glass, and then we will start prying off the back glass and then work our way around the front screen of the back glass with the plastic pry tool. If you don't use the plastic pry tool, you could crack the glass, and also you could break the screen. You could probably break the screen with a plastic one, but you'd have to try real hard. You could crack the back glass with the plastic pry tool if it's not heated up enough, and you want to just make sure that it's too hot to touch. If it's not too hot to touch, then it's not hot enough and you're going to break the back glass. So make sure that it's too hot to touch, and if you like what I'm saying there, you can check out my merch. I have a shirt that says "Too Hot to Touch" on it. After you've pried off all the edges of the adhesive, you'll break free the whole screen and everything. And you could disconnect it, but I recommend disconnecting the battery like always on any repair. But it didn't seem like it fully turned off even though I disconnected the battery. So there is a plastic protector going over the screen connector, and I popped that off real quick just by a twisting motion as a little pry spot. You can see it. I did remove a PH000 screw, but it actually didn't matter. That doesn't need to be removed for that little thing to come off. But then there are two other PH000 screws covering over the battery connection. And this battery isn't the main battery, so it didn't fully turn it off. So if you want to reseat the battery connection on this phone, you're going to have to take off the bottom part first and then the top part to fully power down the phone. So we're going to pull off this little piece of tape and disconnect all the connectors here and basically take apart the whole phone. Samsungs are quite nice because all you need is a PH000 screwdriver to unscrew all the screws holding down the board, the speaker, the cameras, the charge port, and everything else. While we remove the PH000 screws, there is one black one that holds down the camera, and that one you'll have to keep track of. All right, so we'll grab our plastic spudger and remove the bracket that holds down the ear speaker and connects the ear speaker to the phone. And we'll grab our plastic spudger and use the flat end to lift the board up and flip it out like a lever motion. I heated up the back glass just so you know, and that wasn't in the video. All right, so we are going to flip in, take it off, and just like the front, we'll use our metal pry tool and a suction cup. And then we will use our plastic pry tool and just make sure that it's too hot to touch. This flipping phone, I wasn't sure if it was going to work or not. We're doing a data recovery, trying to get the data off because the lady did a insurance claim where they sent her a new phone, which is the same phone that I just repaired to get the data off and put it on her new phone. It flipping makes no sense. All right. Well, anyways, we'll grab our PH000 screwdriver and unscrew the loudspeaker, and also we'll unscrew the wireless charging pad, and we'll just lift it off just like so. So then you guys will be able to get to the main battery, and we'll get that disconnected as well. And it's right underneath this silver bracket. You'll have to take this bracket off, and I normally use my fingers to pull it off with my fingernails. And then I pull off the wireless charging pad. And now we'll take out the charge port. It has one PH000 screw holding it down, which isn't normal. And also, there isn't a SIM card tray in this one, so you don't have to worry about removing the SIM card tray. So this is a screen. I got it from mobilecentrics.com. And if you use my parts where I got my screen, please leave me a super thanks. I am no affiliate with MobileCentrics. I just like to buy their parts because they have amazing warranty and good quality parts. See, they flippin' packaged it even good. Let's flippin' get these batteries out of here. It's not even flipping open. It's not flipping open, so this is going to be hard. We'll use our alcohol and then our plastic pry tool. Always never use a metal pry tool. You're going to light a fire. All right, so we'll use a plastic pry tool to pry out the battery. And since I didn't flippin' order the battery, I have to pry it out, and I'll explain to you why in just a second. I recommend if this is your first time removing batteries out of this phone and you're having a real hard time with it, just order the batteries with the screen. You don't have to pry them out. You can just get replacement batteries and you get a better quality repair when you're all done and don't have to come back and do a battery replacement later because you bent it up too much. I forgot something when I was putting in the charge port. I had to take it out, but you want to connect the charge port to the flex cable, then lay the battery in, and then lay the flex cable with the charge port connected back into the charge port spot, just like so. Just a reminder that you'll have to put in one PH000 screw holding down the charge port on the right side, and then you'll want to connect all the FPC connectors. And we aren't going to move the front camera over. It is a bit difficult to move the camera over. There is adhesive holding it down, so you have to use fine pointed tweezers to remove it. And that is not in the video because we are doing a data recovery and we don't need the front camera to work for this data recovery because we don't need to take selfies on someone else's phone. All right. So I'm going to put on the wireless charging pad and connect all the batteries and all the other connections. It turns on, but it doesn't stay on. So you actually do need to put the front screen on, the little tiny back screen, I guess you could call it too. And you'll have to put that back glass part on for it to fully boot up. And we were successfully able to get the data off this phone and then sign them out of their Google account and also factory reset it, just like how Verizon likes getting their phones back. There you have it, folks. That's how you replace the screen on the Z Flip 4. And please check out my other videos and leave comments below if you have any questions. There was a couple other things I wanted to point out is that you'll have to remove the front camera, and that is not in the video. Thank you for watching again. I just wanted to say one last thing, is that this repair was definitely worth it. I'm so happy I was able to retrieve all her data, and I wasn't even sure if it was going to work.